Oh, good morning and welcome back to Visit Fell Coast. It's the morning after the afternoon before, and we're back on Queen's Promenade in Blackpool, and I'm walking in a different direction this time. That's Cleveley's down there in Fleetwood. So I've just come from home. It's about 9:10 on Tuesday the 25th of April. So I'm just coming along to take a look and see what's happening this morning. So if you're new here, if your interest in the fire has brought you to Visit Fell Coast for the first time, please subscribe, please join us. We cover lots of interesting information about the whole of the Fell Coast. We cover lots of interesting information about the Fell Coast. And there's also a weekly email newsletter as well that you might want to subscribe for. It's free and it's linked in the description underneath the vlog. So we're going to go and take a look. We're going to go and see what's happening. So there's a bit of a oddie smoke in the air, and the promenade is still closed as of 9:10. Between this corner where the cars are turning at Uncle Tom's cabin and the other side, I think they said Dixon Road or somewhere, I'm not sure. Anyway, it's closed for the incident. So it was reported mid-afternoon yesterday, 24th of April 2023. I'm going to have a bit of a job getting across here, aren't I? Perhaps I should have crossed a little bit further up there. This is all the traffic that is trundling round the corner. I'll just scoot across. So it was reported yesterday afternoon at about 2:45, and I was down in Blackpool. If you've seen my vlog, I was down in Blackpool, and I started getting messages and texts and whatnot from the T-boys at about 3 o'clock, just gone 3 o'clock. So for once I managed to actually catch it. Well, I've not heard any mention, importantly to say, I've not heard any mention yet of anybody being injured. So hopefully there's no casualties. There's not been a dicky bird said. So it doesn't sound like anybody was in it. So I did a live stream yesterday afternoon, and there were apparently 12 fire engines, 2 aerial ladder platforms, a stringer, whatever one of them is. Just pause to let the little road sweeper past. A stringer, whatever one of them is. If you know the answer to that, pop a comment underneath, because I am intrigued. A drone unit, a water bowser, and roughly 70 firefighters. So just imagine, this couple shouted me they watched Visit Fell Coast on holiday from Scotland, stopping at the Elgin. So where did we get to? Right. So 70 firefighters. Imagine what that cost. Imagine. Because emergency services don't come free, do they? They have to be paid for one way or another. So the incident commander at Lancashire Fire and Rescue said it involved almost all of the hotel when it set on fire. And I left here at about 4:45, something like that, 4:45. And they look like they pretty much put it out. But as you can see, they're still pumping water in, and that's the day after. And the concern that they've got now is that the fire's left high, unsupported walls, and because of the extreme heat, they could be liable to full or partial collapse. So with a bit of luck, finally, it might get demolished. So I thought I'd come and have a look. Plus, which is a lovely morning. Look at the beach. We're busy worrying about fires and derelict hotels, and look at that for a view. Glorious. It's going to be a very nice day today. It's one of those shiny yellow sunshine days on the weather forecast all the way through. You see these guys up here at the Elgin, And all these on this stretch here, they're all busy maintaining their properties. And then you don't end up with this problem, do you? So when I left yesterday, I did comment, surely they're not going inside the building. Well, apparently they were using thermal imaging cameras and breathing apparatus teams to make sure that the spread of the fire was prevented into other buildings. Because there's a Maples Hotel on the right-hand side of it, which is, it looks occupied to me. And there's the Barclay Flats on the right-hand side, which you might remember we did a vlog in last year, and they're lovely, they're beautiful. So I just feel for them because it must stink to high heaven in there. It must absolutely hum. So anyway, I've been fishing. I've been looking to see what I can find out about the actual hotel itself. So it's been derelict for quite a while. We've got the sun on us because it's morning. I smell bacon. Oh, that smells nice. I don't think it's that burning. I think it's proper bacon. Can't see any flames. Maybe they're just trying to cool it all down. So it was July 2018 when the company that owned it went into voluntary administration. And if you look on Company's House, if you look it up on Company's House website, it shows you who the last owners were. So they went into administration and it's been stood empty ever since. It was listed in 2018 for sale at 1.5 million, which at the time it probably was worth about 1.5 million. I think it's probably worth about 5 now, if that. 5 to take it off their hands. Then in July 2020, an environmental protection order. The environmental protection team at Blackpool Council were called because there'd been complaints of antisocial behaviour. We'll just take a little trundle round here. They'd been called to reports of antisocial behaviour, so they were called in to secure the building. It is a mess, isn't it? Goodness gracious me. And then on the 1st of December 2020, there was a fire on the 2nd floor. Shame the sun's above it. It's a bit... Oh, here we go. There's a demolition notice on the front. It's obviously coming down. There was a fire in December 2020 on the 2nd floor, which I didn't cover the fire, but I did cover it. I did do a vlog the day after. And the day after, it smelled awful, but there wasn't really very much to see. And it's been on fire umpteen times since then. And it's just been an eyesore. It's been used by homeless people, it's had squatters in it, it's had antisocial behaviour drawn to it like a magnet. So it's been a bit of a performance. So what started out as a 1.5 million 100 ensuite bedroom 4-storey hotel occupying 0.43 of an acre has turned into that. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? Bit of a mess. Goodness. Somebody ought to be counting how many times I've said goodness. It's a mess, that, isn't it? Lord in heaven above. So this is the Maples look that I was on about. It looks as if it's trading. It looks occupied. It's got light shades in the window. There's light fittings on the window ledge. And that's the Barclay Apartments, the yellow one on the corner. And that is a beautiful property. So it looks like JD Young Demolition are bringing it down, which is no bad thing. There's still smoke coming up, look. That must have been some fire. In fact, when you look at it, it's gone literally straight down the building. This is all being on fire down here. It looks as if it's, from outside, it looks as if it's been contained at that joint there. Hopefully it's not gone straight under the roof. Goodness. Well, I suppose all will be revealed when we see how much they demolish. Wonder if they've obviously been here all night then. I bet they're fed up. I bet they're mighty fed up. Good Lord, still a ton of emergency services down here. So it looks like that's going to be the end of an era. The end of the Hacketts Hotel. A lot of these hotels are the original ones that date back to the 1800s. So originally they started out as a single property like that. And then they've all been bought and knocked together and joined up, and some of them, like the Savoy, have been built as one property. But a lot of them have been joined together, and that's part of the problem because they're not easy to convert. They're like rabbit warrens inside. They're just all corridors and corners and staircases and footpaths. And then of course it makes it difficult to use. It's poor for disabled access. It's awkward for decorating, eating, putting your central heating pipes in and all that kind of stuff. So I'll keep you posted. It's going to be interesting to see when they do anything with it. I reckon this is Lancashire Fire and Rescue comms team going up in the cherry lift to take pictures. Either that or it might be the investigations people that are recording it. If I whistled them, they'd let me go up in it as well. They've literally just this second turned the hose off and it's still smouldering. So there's the guy and the woman in the lift platform, taking photos, looking down into the building. Can you imagine me up there? I'd be saying, I'm going to jump. There's quite a few people around watching. So I think I need to make my way now back to Cleveland's, because we've got plants to sort out next. Well, I seem to have found myself at the back of the police tape. I better go back this way, haven't I? I want to get into trouble. I've just asked the gas guy from Cadent when they might be likely to be demolishing it, and he said it'll be a while because obviously it's got to cool down first, and then they'll need to do inspections and have a look to see what's what and what's why. So I hope you've enjoyed that little update. We'll just have a look at the beach before we sign off. If you're visiting and you're looking, can you put your litter in a bin, please? Don't want litter leaving all over Jubilee Gardens, because the volunteers spend a lot of time looking after it and keeping it clean and tidy and neat like it is. So we'll just have a little look over the edge at the lovely beach and the lovely view. Another nice day on the Fylde coast. So I hope you've enjoyed that update. We'll keep you posted. We'll let you know anything as we find it out. And don't forget to make sure you've subscribed. And until next time, we will see you later. It's a very smoky smell. In fact, I've got the taste of it in the back of my throat. Bye for now.